I'm JonJon Berring. I'm a psychology major, and I'm from Seaside, California. Opening weekend wasn't the greatest. We wanted to sweep this next weekend against UMBC. We dream about these things. Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, 2 outs, and that's literally that exact moment. So they come down to me right here, and I just had a lot of confidence right there. I knew that man couldn't beat me, and I knew this was the man I could do it against.
Pitch is lifted deep, right field. That ball has a chance. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. That's a walk-off home run. JonJon Berring sends the Broncos home.
I'm not 100% interested in the more statistical side of psychology, but it's more of the internal side of psychology. That all plays into how I guess, transform my life in a matter of a couple of years, you know? The first 2 years I struggled. All my mental processing, it was all in error. And now it's a lot better.
Let's go, get something.
When I came in here when I was 18 years old, kind of came with a blank slate with the lack of, I feel like, preparation at the time with COVID and everything, mentally and physically. I kind of felt lost in the box. I was lacking in self-confidence. It got to a point where I was like, oh, come on, man, we got to put the ball in play here, no more striking out. I work with a mental performance coach, and the biggest thing I had to do was change the stories I was telling myself. Once you flip that switch and you start telling yourself the right things, you can achieve anything. Whether that opportunity goes how you want to or not, you know, you have another one. It all goes back to what you tell yourself. I'm not a person that likes to be stagnant, you know. I was raised by a lot of go-getters in my family. Started investing late into high school. It was something that always intrigued me a little bit, and it was cool. You know, I learned a little bit about investing, doing market research and everything, and saved up just under $10,000 over the last few years. I started my clothing company called Finero, which means to make visible. I started this company with the goal of helping other people bring their vision to life. One of the problems I came up was manufacturing. I realized it probably wasn't the most ethical things. It can cost me as cheap as $12 to get a custom hoodie made with a lot of customizations on it. A lot of people like to source overseas, and there's nothing wrong with that, but again, it's just how these things are made, you know? I'm not a person that would like to profit at somebody else's expense. I went the more expensive route. I actually manufactured from a place in the United States. Cost me a little bit more, but you know, I was happier with it. Every major, I think, has to take an ethics course, and I took mine with Thomas Plant, and he's all about the experience of other people, you know? So if you take that into consideration in all things, the people who you're working with, how you treat them, you know, it helps everything, you know? So you want everybody happy at the end of the day. You can't make everybody happy, but you know, you want to put your best foot forward to try and do so. I like to keep my mind on the bigger picture. It's all about action, man. You got to go get it, man. Whatever you want, man, it's up to you to go get it. You got to keep pushing the envelope. You have to. Otherwise, you're not going to grow at all.